Today is July the 16th, 2018. It is 6:15 p.m. At this time, I'd like to call to order the Perry Carnegie Library Board meeting. Roll call, please, Dixie.
Collard.
Here.
Gilbert. Here. Franklin.
Here.
Hicks.
Here.
Ahern.
Here.
Siebel. Here. Morrell.
Here.
Streller.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
We have a full quorum. That's awesome. Tonight's invocation is going to be led by Councilman Stroller. Bill, if you would please lead us in prayer.
We all please bow and pray with me. Dear Heavenly Father, Most High, I just want to give you thanks tonight for all the things and all the blessings that you bestow on us daily. I just ask that you continue to watch over us. I ask that you go before us to guide the paths that we should travel down. And mostly, Heavenly Father, we just thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, that died on the cross for us, that we will someday be able to rest in eternity in heaven with you. I ask you to be with us tonight and help us clear our minds and focus on the task at hand to best serve our citizens here in this wonderful town of Perry. We pray this thing through your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Bill. We appreciate that. The first item on our agenda is the consent agenda. You can see in your packet it is items A through E. Can I have a motion to approve all, or if there's any that need to be pulled out separately?
Move approval. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Roll call, please, Dixie.
Collard.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Siebel. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Streller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
We'll skip down to item number 5. Are there any comments from the people assembled here today about the Perry Library? Any comments? Moving on to item number 6, we'll have a presentation of the oral quarterly report of library usage and statistics on the Perry Carnegie Library by Pam Riggs, head librarian. Come forward, Pam.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you all. So one of our favorite adult programs is Theater Thursday. And last Thursday, you all reaped the benefits of Theater Thursday. Our specialty is freshly popped popcorn. So I just want to let you know.
It was good, too.
Yeah, perfect. So we dropped off some popcorn. So summer reading program's rolling along. The kids have read more than 800 hours. The reading incentive part of the program goes until the end of the July. Katie's having 4 kids programs most weeks. The kids are having a blast. The Progress Club, using donated funds, paid to have the upstairs entryways and 7th Street entrance painted. The new coffee cellar is really enhances the woodwork and the property. It looks so good. You all need to stop by and look. We're really pleased and we appreciate not only the Progress Club, but everyone who has donated to the Progress Club. Public and employee computers were purchased using state aid funds. Tyson upgraded the old computers and redistributed them to other city departments. I am currently working on the annual report that is required by the Oklahoma Department of Libraries. We now have a dedicated computer for the online catalog upstairs. And I think you all have it in your sheet. Last year we pulled in over $54,000 in state aid, grants, E-rate, and donations. The blood, sweat, and tears, that was the E-rate part. Federal money is not easy. What we have planned, the Progress Club, using donated funds, is paying to have new flooring put in my office, which was previously the storage room. Many tiles are missing, and the floor has definitely seen better days. I showed someone in my office, and they said, "Who did this to you?" So I did it to myself because I like to sit backwards for it. Katie Carmack, children's librarian, will be hosting computer classes for adults in the fall. So that's sort of, I'm thinking about having a tattoo artist come because we set them up with emails, but then they don't remember their username and password. But if we have a tattoo artist, they can go like right here.
Good
So, okay, maybe not.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions of Pam or anything besides the tattoo? We'll move on to item number 7. Is there any new business that needs to come before the board today? We'll move on to item 8. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call, Dixie.
Collard.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Siebel. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Streller. Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. I now call to order the regular meeting of the Perry Municipal Authority It is July 16, 2018. Roll call, please.
Colner.
Here.
Gilbert.
Here.
Franklin.
Here.
Hicks.
Here.
Ahern.
Here.
Seabolt. Here. Morrow.
Here.
Stroller.
Here.
Johnson.
Here. Item 1, a consent agenda. There's just one item on that consent agenda. What is your motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Okay. Colner.
Yes.
Gilbert.
Yes.
Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 4, comments from those assembled. Any comments this evening about the PMA? Comments? Seeing none, we'll move on to proclamation, commendation, reports, and inquiries by the governing body. Staff. Council. Seeing none, we'll move on to item 6. Tom Ryder is here to make a presentation as General Manager of Municipal Electric Systems, Oklahoma. He's going to present his outstanding award. Tom?
Actually, it's your outstanding award that I get to give to you, and hopefully that you will continue to see me at least once a year. So, no, this is the best part of my job, as I tell everyone, I told them here beforehand. We have 2 awards that we give out annually that recognizes utility systems. And the first award is for reliability, which is the ability of the system to stay on and have power on for its citizens. The second one is our safety award. Now, obviously, one is real important to your citizens, and one is real important to us. And I think you understand the difference of that, but I'm very glad to be here tonight because I get to recognize Perry for both of them. So that's a really good deal. Perry placed first for cities under 10,000 for reliability, and with an average system availability index of 99.9961 for the year of 2017. So it is outstanding. I have had one city over 10,000 that had a better reliability. One. So Perry is right up there. It doesn't matter what the size of the population is. They have done very, very well. And I commend you, I commend your department and your city staff for doing an excellent job last year on keeping the power on. The other one, of course, is the safety side, and that is another good one for us, and I'm very pleased to give you an honorable mention for this one. And there's a reason why it's an honorable mention, and that is for 10,900 hours of man-hours of work last year, there was one reportable incident with no lost time, which is, again, huge. And if those of you who are in the business, if you ever have to do an OSHA report, you know that sometimes it's a hangnail. So it's a reportable offense, didn't lose any work time, and it was not a hangnail. I don't really know what the incident was, I just know it was reportable, but there was no lost time. So I am very pleased to present the Electric Reliability First Place Award to the City of Perry, Perry Electric, for the work done for the last year, 2017.
Newspaper lady forgot her phone today. She did.
Thanks, sir. You're welcome. Congratulations once again. So who does the newspaper lady? That's cool. You this, which has all the details. Feel free to call me and write a few email. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. If there's any questions that you ever have about the municipal electric systems and what we do, please do not hesitate to call or email. I don't answer phone calls, but I do answer emails. And the other reason I don't answer phone calls is I'm not in the office. So, but no, please give us a call, let us know what we can do for you. It's our purpose, and that's why we're here. So, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much, Tom. Appreciate you coming out. Awesome.
Mr. Mayor, can we back up to item 5?
Did I miss it?
No, I'm just asking, can we?
What?
Can we?
Well, yeah. Yeah. You have a proclamation you want?
Yeah, I just want to tell Mr. Wheatley how proud as a city council we are of you and your crew. That's outstanding, man.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate it.
appreciate it. All right, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Bill. gonna move on now from 6 to 7. Consider approval lease of ground space for hangar with Bill Streller at the Perry Municipal.
Not Bill Stroller.
Don, I'm sorry.
I don't even know airplane hangar.
No, you don't. I apologize, that's Don Streller who's needing a hangar. Do we have any discussion?
Move approval.
Thank you. Need a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Dixie?
Colburn.
Yes.
Gilbert. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Any new business need to be brought before the authority this evening?
Motion to adjourn.
Roll call.
Colburn.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes, we are adjourned. Call to order the regular meeting of the Perry, call to order the regular meeting of the City Council of Perry, Oklahoma. Where I live. July 16th, 2018. Roll call, Dixie.
Colburn.
Here.
Gilbert. Here. Franklin.
Here.
Hicks.
Here.
Ahern.
Here.
Seabolt. Here. Morrow.
Here.
Stroller.
Here.
Johnson.
Here, I got a leaning tower of water here. First item, consent agenda. We have items A through K. We make a motion for those as presented, or is there any that you would like to remove for further discussion?
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call.
Colburn.
Yes.
Gilbert. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Item 4, comments from those assembled. Anyone needing to make comments? Yes. Podium here.
Kayla Schrum, Main Street of Perry. First off, I would like to show my appreciation for being invited to the planning session last week. However, my daughter was at the national softball competition, so I couldn't make it back. But I really wish I could have attended, and so I just appreciate the invite. Besides that, I want to formally announce to everyone, I know that I included it in the report, but just for everybody else, or in case you missed over it, our new chairman is Angie Drake. Our vice chair is Melanie McGuire. Our secretary is Claudia Pinnell. Our treasurer is Michelle Taylor. And our new board is Jared Cunningham, Phil Savati, Barbara Ebersol, Kurt Andrews, Yvette Dow, Maria Mack, Rodney Norris, Holly McHughes, Rick Arterbury, and Danny Shade. And we're really excited. They met at another planning session that I had to miss last week and worked out new work plans, assessing the ones that we've always done in the past, asking themselves why are we still doing this, what are the community needs, and really have great work plans for this next year. And then just a reminder about tomorrow night, about the Summertime Bash. Barbara Ebersol has been working very hard on this, and I invite everyone to come. It starts at 5:30. The band will be playing from 8 to 10. Lots of food trucks, ice cream truck, coffee truck, and one of our newest bakers will be there as well. So lots of fun stuff. So we hope to see everyone down there tomorrow.
Thank you.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Yes.
And then I will make my exit.
We thought she'd made a mistake. Item 5, proclamations, commendation reports, and inquiries by the governing body. Bill, you got a proclamation?
No, not this
Okay.
time. If I find one, we'll back up.
Thank you. We'll move on to our city manager report, monthly update.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to yield the floor to Chief Thomas here for just a minute. Yes, new information about new hires?
Yeah, as most of you know, last month and a half, we took a shock, had 4 police officers resign, better their careers. They went to bigger and better places and money, but to hire a police officer, it's just not an application and bring him in and say yes. I mean, there's intense backgrounds, they have to go to Oklahoma City, pass the state police pension board. If they can't pass the state physical, we can't offer them a job. But we have been blessed, and we do, as of today, swore in 2 more officers, so we're finally back to our current 13 full staffed, and I'm gonna try to get them in to meet you guys whenever their schedules are nights, days, and unfortunately, nobody's on tonight that's currently just been hired, but just wanted to give you guys an update that we are back to full staff, and they all were CLEAT certified, and we're rocking and rolling again, so.
I just want to make one comment. There's no place bigger and better. So,
That's true. Thank you, guys.
thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Chief.
your efforts in bringing on those officers.
Thank you, Chief. We'd like to say thank you to the Cherokee Strip Centennial Corporation for funding a new roof on CCC Lake Church. The new roof was handled by US Roofing, and the shingles were replaced with long-lasting asphalt. We appreciate the Centennial Corporation. Ms. Wilcox, thank you very much. Appreciate your efforts on that behalf.
It was me, personally, I did it. Personally. We actually have a committee that meets, and we decided that it needed to do that. And actually, Larry Daylor was the one who was out. He did all of the work on the inside of the church originally, and he looked at the church and said it needs a roof, Karen. So we all sat down, and there's 5 of us now, and we all decided that that was a good project for us to do. So we're happy to do it.
Very good, thank you. We appreciate that. Last week, K&M Wrecking made fast work of demolishing the former Regency Inn. If you haven't been by it, it looks like you're in a total different city, so we appreciate that. Thank you, Mayor. Any questions? Sorry.
Thank you. Now we move on to item 7, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Major.
I'm gonna see if I can beat that time, because apparently we are on a speedy agenda tonight instead of a long one. And actually, it's a good month to do it, right? It's the last month of the year. You guys are just getting the closeout numbers.
Let's go.
And where we are. And I'm done. I actually pulled it out from under me. No. Guys, we finished the year looking really good, especially compared to what we had budgeted and where we thought we were going to be and all of those things. Sales tax was up. We collected our 100%, so we collected all the money that we expected to collect out of that. The only other thing I would note really for the month that even really entails anything is hotel motel tax that we collected last month. So collected and deposited in the month of June, which was May activity, was at $23,000. I do not have a justification for it. Maybe graduation over at Stillwater and increased, travel and people coming in May, because it would have been May collections that came and deposited in June. But outside of that, I can't even look at a trend and tell you that we expected it to jump back that high that quick. So it is good news. Hotel motel tax was up. The rest of the utilities are looking good. We made the profit margins where we expected to make them. We had the losses that we expected, so there is nothing really in these financials as we close out the year that I would want to change next year's budget based on, or moving forward making any adjustments. So I will tell you that I'm glad we finished that year. Coming in, we knew it was going to be tough. To come out where we did is exciting, but it was because department heads, did their part. Even Brian, both Brians over there, I guess, both Brians and Pam. Since no other department heads are here, I don't want to brag on anybody else, but everybody did their part, and we're looking good. So I'm gonna stop it at that unless you guys have questions.
Any questions, comments, inquiry? Thank you, Russ. We'll move on to item 8, consider approval of naming the pavilion located at Grace Hill Cemetery, George W. Hall Memorial Pavilion.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I brought this subject up last Thursday at our strategic planning session we had with the CASA Council. And in order to permit additional conversation with the public, I'd like to table this to a later date. I move that we table this to a later date.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call?
Caldern.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. We'll move on to item 9. Consider approval of an amendment to Article 3, Section 1 of the Perry Memorial Hospital Trust Authority bylaw, deleting the meeting date provision. Y'all look at that?
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Any discussion? Thank you. Roll call, Dixie.
Caldern.
Yes.
Gilbert. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 10, consider approval of the pay application number 3 in the amount of $71,334.02 to Evans and Associates Construction Company Incorporated for the work performed on 2018 street improvements, including east boundary, 12th and Birch Street, Grove Street, and Jackson Street. This is pay application number 3 with a large balance. Comments, questions?
Motion to approve. Second.
Any questions? Seeing none, vote. Vote, Dixie.
Caldern.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Item 11, consider approval of invoice in amount of $15,470 to Castle and Inc. for-
Cassell.
Huh?
Cassell.
Sorry, Cassell. I didn't make very good in that grading that either. For annual support, maintenance, and upgrades, July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019. This upgrades the computer software.
Do we know what the reason for the price going up was?
It goes up every year. I mean, that's just an annual event.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
Anybody remember how far back it was when we went to Casella?
I actually was wondering that. I thought you might be able to answer that if it came up.
2001 is on, can load, so I don't know how much before 2001 you guys did it, but we can load. I know 2001 is available, you know, as years for summary data. Now, it's not the detailed data, but I can go back and pull up, you know, department totals for those years.
I don't remember the software before, so.
No, it doesn't actually.
I mean, it's been Cassell for decades,
CPS.
maybe.
So we have a motion in a second.
That's fine.
Caldern.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabolt. Yes. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Item 12, consider approval of change order number 2 in the amount of $90,939.37 to Evans Associates Construction Incorporated for the additional work on Jackson Street from 12th to 9th on the street improvement program. In the background, it says this pays for work completed to date. That is not factual. This is for a change order to extend the contract a few more blocks to include other portions because the amount we have in the time the contractor being here, we can do this work for $90,000. And Mr. Franks is here, isn't he?
Stephen?
Stephen, you have any questions about this and why we want to do it? Stephen's here from KBC. And,
I thought we'd approved it all the way to 12 to begin with.
well, this is from,
This is a change order.
what's the limit?
I know, but I thought we had.
The original contract only carried you to the 9th.
Yeah.
this is adding onto that contract to go to the 12th.
When we talked about it, we had wanted it to go to 12, didn't we?
Yes.
Well, this will-
We had just split it up. It was gonna be 9th and 12th, where it was gonna be in this 2019, along with the rest of 8th Street and Park Lane and Park Drive. But then we're running into some utility conflicts, like on Grove Street, for example. We can't move forward with that this summer because there's a gas line in the alley that crosses perpendicular to us that is interfering with our proposed improvements. So thought since we had Evans here and good bids, that we would just amend it and keep it moving.
Take it to 12th Street.
Can you talk a little bit about that transition that you and I discussed?
Right. At the intersection of 9th and Jackson, I guess I'll back up on the main issue with Jackson on that block was there was a low spot in the middle of the street. And so on our proposed plans, we made a high point in the middle and we were gonna send water east and west. When you get down to the intersection of Jackson and 9th, really the only way to drain the water is to take it south. There's no storm sewer to connect to. So there'll be a little valley gutter that brings the water across there. Normally we try to stay away from those, but since it was a four-way stop, that's why we were proposing it and we're tying into the curb and gutter. It was already fairly steep there with that curb and gutter, and then there were multiple layers and mills and overlay. And so it does look pretty steep now that I've seen it with my own two eyes here before the meeting. So we'll go back and look at some other options to see if maybe we can do some milling to feather it in, or if we move forward with this change order, we could tell them, hey, when you start on these next 3 blocks, let's start down at 12th and work our way. And that would give us some more time to see if maybe we need to redo that intersection. But that's the main reasoning why we stopped where we did, was it's how far do you chase it down the block then if you get into that intersection.
And you said if you chased it down the one we just did, you'd have a problem at the other end, right?
Yes. Yep.
On the east end.
Move approval of the change order.
Second.
Second. Any further discussion? Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Colner.
Yes.
Gilbert. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you, Council. Move to 13, consider approval of an invoice, payment of an invoice in the amount of $8,550 to Evans and Associates Construction Company Incorporated for grading and drainage improvements at 1120 North 7th Street. Does this finish that out?
Yes, and the siding's been laid. Did you look at it this afternoon,
I did.
Stephen? I think it looks really
I think
good.
it looks very good.
Yeah, so we consider this complete.
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Second. Roll call, please.
Colner.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Seabold.
Yes.
Morrow.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes,
And that's where we saved the $6,000 by just paying attention to business.
there you go. Item 14, brokerage agreement with United Country Real Estate for the sale of industrial and commercial property owned by the city of Perry. Waiver of professional service bidding requirements. We've asked about signs and all kinds of stuff in the past on our properties, so we're really making a real effort to move forward.
And we did have a brief discussion of this at Thursday's planning meetings.
It would be in the contract that Wally Schiffer is the agent for this?
I don't know if it's in the contract, but we could certainly put that, but that's the understanding, is that he would be the local guy.
Yeah. We can amend the contract to provide that.
I think Betty wants to say something.
Yes, I'm just wondering why you wouldn't put this out for bid. Because we've got probably 6 or 10 or more agents in town. And this is really kind of a high bid.
The United Country Real Estate folks have a commercial division specifically for this kind of land.
But anybody can sell it,
I understand anybody can sell them, but this is industrial land
so
for a particular purpose that we would like to have.
I can put it on LoopNet, which is an industrial linked too. That's industrial, apartment, all that kind of stuff. And like I said, 10% is a lot.
All right. Do you have any discussions, comments, or a motion?
The 10% was the thing I was worried about. Is there any negotiable, can we negotiate that term at all?
And certainly ask them for that, yeah.
Is 10% way high for industrial property sales? What's standard?
Well, actually, on industrial or commercial, you generally take a percentage of like the rent, that kind of thing. Like a 6% rent for a year, whatever that would be. That would be your commission.
I was talking specifically the sale of industrial
Yeah.
property. Sale of.
Yeah.
There's no
So
rent
you're
on it.
saying that whoever.
No, but that's like a business or an apartment building. I mean, I recently sold some commercial property.
Well, I'm not a real estate agent, but I think that on that 10%, isn't that negotiable between buyer or seller?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the buyer, just the seller. The buyer, you can't touch, buyer can't touch that. That's illegal. I just think to be fair, you want to put it out for bid.
All right. Need a motion to approve or motion to do something here, folks?
We've sat on this property for so darn long. I'm gonna make the motion to approve.
Have a motion.
We've got to get a return on our investments instead of sitting on property.
Second.
We have a second. Any comments, council? Roll call.
Konar.
No.
Gilbert.
No.
Franklin.
No.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
No.
Seabold. No. Morrell.
Yes.
Stroller.
No.
Johnson.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
I think it's a good move, but I think we need to revisit and come back.
Okay.
I agree.
We do, you're right, Mike. We need to sell it.
But we also need to do it fair. Agreed. So.
Okay, cool. Item 15, approval of payment of invoice to Hunziker Brothers of certain floodlights in the amount of $10,230 to be placed on the right-of-way at or near Seth Walkley Auto downtown property. This is to, says in order to properly light the streets and area in or near the Seth Walkley Auto downtown location, city administration recommends these floodlights to be purchased and erected. City owns much of this property and is subject to rental to Blue Badger Investments of Perry LLC, Seth Walkley Auto.
Are we just buying the lights and then our electric department's gonna put them up, or?
Yes, sir.
And they're all going on our property?
Yes, sir.
There are lights.
Yeah.
Is there any concern for neighbors for the amount of lighting that will go there with those people to the south?
Can you address the lighting?
As far as the neighbors, I can't speak for the neighbors. The thing is, we really don't know what they're gonna really look like until they're up.
I just have this image of a football field,
That's-
you know, like.
And I think that's the image that I think that we're looking for, basically, is the whole area of Seth Wally basically become a football field. We really won't know until we get about to see how it is.
Yeah, there's residences in that area are north of there.
And basically, everything on the, what I would say on the north side of would that be Delaware Street, will be facing south. So hopefully, everything should be contained basically from the alley north of Delaware, going south toward, which the building, that what I like to call the old Vance building, and the new Seth Wally building. Everything should be contained on that corner.
So there will be an easement on the alley?
Yes, they're on alley easements and street easements.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there might be one or two that attach to the building that we own.
It's possible. We're hoping not to have to attach to the building, but what we did on the south side of the road that we actually own, we basically, there were poles already there that we just replaced with new ones, so they're not like this and like this. So it just aesthetically, it's more pleasing than what it was.
But they're not gonna go on what I call the old Kimberly property. They won't be on that property.
There will be, not on the property itself. The lights, the light will be on that property.
But
The poles are actually in the alley easement and or street easement,
All right.
yes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you, Brian.
Any further questions, comments?
Neighbors are.
Where's the money coming from? Russ?
Electric department right now.
No, that budget? Okay. All
I
right.
mean, just come out of his operating budget as part of his overall purchases.
Okay.
I mean, we get further down in the year and, you know, I mean, something doesn't fit, we'll come back with an amendment.
Further comment? Roll call, Dixon.
Colmeyer.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Siebel.
Yes.
Walt.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes. Thank you. Any new business? Item 13. Any new business? It's not 13, it is 6/5/13.
Last year.
All right, and number 17.
I just noticed that. Motion to adjourn if that's where we're at.
We are, Bill, thank you. I have a second. Roll call, Dixon.
Colmeyer.
Yes.
Gilbert. Yes. Franklin.
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Ahern.
Yes.
Siebel. Yes. Walt.
Yes.
Stroller.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yeah.
All right, back to our.